Hey everyone, it's Karen, and in this video, you'll get a way to start from $0 to making $100 per day. This is totally legitimate. It's not network marketing. It's not affiliate marketing. And I have hired someone from this one website I'm going to share with you, and she is making a full-time income from this one website. I promise you can do this. Anyone can do this. And then the second method I'm going to share with you, you can take a little bit of that money that you're making in the first method and apply it to the second method. And there are people that are making money their first week with this second method. Imagine never having to go to a job again, because the second method you can scale up to $100,000 a year if you want to. It's absolutely possible. So I'm super excited to share these methods with you. If you're excited, give this video a thumbs up and comment down below. Make money from home, and we're getting started right now. Okay, the first method I want to talk to you about to make $100 a day is Taskrabbit. What exactly is Taskrabbit? Well, you know Uber, Lyft, Grubhub, and Instacart, right? Well, this is another gig website where you can do other tasks, and it's really cool. According to Forbes, over 57 million people are part of the gig economy. So you can work for yourself and have more freedom and really be able to set your own schedule and have a higher earning potential. So Taskrabbit lets you make money doing odd jobs that other people don't want to do or aren't able to do. An example, I just hired somebody from Taskrabbit because I bought this dog wheelchair, this one right here with the 4 wheels, and it came in 2 boxes in 1,000,000 pieces. I had my daughter, I was going to pay her to put it together, and she got it about halfway put together and she couldn't figure it out, and I didn't have the time to figure it out, so I hired someone on Taskrabbit. And I'll show you her profile here in just a minute because she's awesome. If you live in the Las Vegas area, I would highly recommend her for a bunch of different tasks. But let's talk about what are the requirements. First of all, you need to be at least 21 years old. You need to live in a city that Taskrabbit operates in. And let's take a look at the cities. There's quite a few here. So if you scroll down here, there's in a lot of the major cities. So if you're in the smaller cities, this isn't going to work for you, but Las Vegas is in here. So there's a lot of different cities that you can work in. You must have a social security card. You have to pass a background check. You need a Facebook or LinkedIn profile. I'm not really sure why you need that, but that's what they said. You need a valid checking account because you will get paid by direct deposit into your checking account. You need a valid credit card. You need a smartphone that can run the app. You need a vehicle, but in some cities it's not required. And in some cities you pay the $25 registration fee. So let's talk about the different categories that you can work in. Okay, here are just some examples. You can do contactless delivery, contactless prescription pickup and delivery, running errands, grocery shopping and delivering, disinfecting services, dropping off donations, yard work. You can be a virtual assistant. You can put together furniture, all kinds of things like that. There's a lot of different tasks that you can do on this website. So let's take a look at the person that I hired. Her name is Rachel, and she does a bunch of different things, but I just booked the putting together of this wheelchair under furniture assembly. And then right after I booked it, she texted me, and then we were just texting back and forth to make sure that she would be able to do this, and she said yes. And then I said, well, can you help me put the dog in it after that, figure out how to put her in it? And she said, oh, absolutely. So we were texting back and forth, and it was just a really, really great experience. So let's take a look at her profile here. She has a really good profile, and she does furniture assembly, help moving, organization, unpacking and packing, pet sitting, yard work and removal. So you can see if you have some skills, which doesn't take a lot of skills to do yard work and pet sitting and packing, unpacking, you can make some pretty good money on here. I mean, she makes anywhere from $18 to $37 an hour, so that's really good. And some tips in order to make more is just go ahead and look at other people's profiles as an example and create a profile that screams hire me. So an example, these are just some things that she said on her profile. She's done 750 tasks since 2018, and she does do this full time. She said she started part time. She was working in a kitchen somewhere, and then with COVID, I think something happened with her job, or she didn't like her boss or something like that. So now she does this full time. And I know I paid her $100 with the tip and then what she made through Taskrabbit. So it took her about 2 hours to do that. So that's some pretty good money right there. And just some of the things that she says: I'm a former 4-H'er, grew up on a farm and ranch. Hard work and determination are important. I treat others the way I would like to be treated. I wash my hands in between every job. I even keep soap and hand sanitizer in my car at all times. When I'm not tasking, I'm practicing martial arts, enjoying tea, crafting, hiking mountains. And when I'm tasking, I always make sure to have fun and get the job done right the first time. I keep the client up to date as to what's going on and make sure they are happy with the results. Before I hired her, rather than some other people, I looked at her profile, I saw the reviews that she got, and she just seemed like the right person to do the job. So that would be the first thing, is to make sure that you have a great profile, and then figure out what makes you stand out from other people. And what's really important too, the Taskrabbit said, is that you need a clear professional photo, because they said that people that have a great photo earn 18% more and get up to 240% more invitations and submit up to 230% more in invoices. So you can see that a professional photo is very important. And I really liked her photo because she looked really nice. So Taskrabbit is a great website that you can make a ton of money. And again, this can be a part-time gig, or you can turn it into a full-time income like Rachel has done. And then you can take some of this money and start to do this second method on top of this. You could do both of them actually at the same time. And that is couch flipping, because you're going to need just a little bit of money to start up this business. But this is super exciting because you could also do this part-time and work into a full-time income. I know people who are making 6 figures doing couch flipping. So basically what you're doing is buying a couch at a lower price and selling it at a higher price. Oh, and by the way, if you want to learn my #1 recommendation that has allowed me to get checks like this in the mail, I'm going to leave a link up above. You can go ahead and check it out if you'd like. These are just some basic criteria. You want it to be neutral in color. Ideally, have removable washable covers so you can take them off and wash them. And you don't want anything to smell like smoke, because that's virtually impossible to get out of a couch. Look for sectionals, because these are the ones that sell the best. And you can buy these couches from anywhere from $100 to $200 and sell them for $200 to $300, or even more than that. There was one person I saw in my research that he actually got this couch for free, because this woman was having a midlife crisis and she just needed to move quickly, and it was in great condition. It's huge sectional. He made $800 on it. So you can find some really good deals out there. You can buy them on Craigslist. You can also look in the free section or on Facebook Marketplace. And then again, you're going to remove the covers and wash them. You can use Shout to get the stains out. That works really well. And then you're going to relist them on Craigslist or sell them on Facebook Marketplace. And the key to selling them is to offer free delivery. You're going to get a higher price that way, but also people really like that because they're not going to have to get a truck and get it themselves. So let's take a look on Craigslist. Now I live in the Las Vegas area, so you're going to go under for sale, and I already looked here because I wanted to show you under furniture. You would just search sectionals, couch sectional, and I found a really good deal on here. Now some of these weren't too low in price. This one looks really like almost brand new. Let's see, if we scroll down here, this one right here, sectional couch with end tables. And this is only $180. So it looks like it's in really good condition. So this one, I think you could make a lot of money on this sectional. I'm thinking you could even sell it for $350, maybe $400, depending on when you look at it, how clean it is. Of course, you're going to be cleaning it up and making it look a lot better. So that's one example I wanted to give you. And then if you go to Craigslist, you can find things on there for free. Let's just see if they have any sectionals in here, because you could flip other things, but appliances and things like that, they're just a pain. And couches sell really well. So here's a sectional. It looks like this one is free. And I'm not sure if you, unless you go and look at it, what very much partied on, spilled on sectional stuff. So you don't want to mess around with things that are not good quality. So you can get some things though in the free section if somebody's just trying to get rid of something very quickly. For example, these are some things that I have sold on Facebook Marketplace. I wanted to get rid of this desk. We were moving and it was a really nice desk, but I gave it away for free just for somebody to haul it off. So that does happen with couches, and you can even find couches that people leave on the curb that are free and they're actually in good condition. They just bought something new and they didn't want to have to haul it off. And I sold some china cabinets and different bedroom furniture. But again, the best thing to do this with is couches. And here's some tips for you. Now, I learned this from someone who sells real estate, and he said if he was not doing real estate, he would still be flipping couches. He made $8,000 profit a month after paying gas and storage fees, and he had $12,000 profit months. So it took him 4 hours a day, and he made $400 to $500 a day. So he said when you're negotiating, when you're buying something, offer to pick it up right now, because they're likely to go with a lower price if you say, I'll come get it right now, because a lot of times people just want to get rid of it like right then or sell it quickly so that they don't have to mess with a bunch of people calling them and things like that. So offer to pick it up, and then when you get the couch and you've gotten it all cleaned up, take great pictures in a well-lit area, not where you're storing it. So don't take a picture of it in the garage or in the storage unit that you're storing it in. And ideally, if you could stage it and bring it in your house and have the hardwood floors there and just stage it like when you're selling a house, that would be ideal. But at least put it out in the grass in a light, well-lit area and take some really good pictures of it. Don't buy from dirty houses, because you want to make sure there's not bed bugs or things like that in the couches. So make sure it's a cleanly house and then the couch looks decent. Buy 1 to 2 couches a day, and then when you list it, be transparent. And if there's a little tear here or a stain that you couldn't get out, be transparent and let them know that in the listing. But I would also encourage them to come look at it first, because how you're going to get some really good prices on these couches when you resell them is you're going to offer free delivery. And so if you can have somebody come look at it, that's best, because that way they know what they're getting rather than you driving there and then them saying that they don't want it. But that doesn't happen very often. That's when I went through my training, that doesn't happen very often. And if you do need to rent storage, you can get a 10 by 30 drive up. You don't want to do the ones that are inside, obviously, because you don't want to carry it through. You want to get a drive up one, and they found in my research about $300 a month for that. So that's not too much of that comes out of your profits. And you can ask the seller to help you carry it to the truck, and then the buyer to help you carry it in. If they say no, that's fine, but most people will be willing to help because you picked it up and you also delivered it. And then once you get it to the truck, you use leverage, you put half of it in and then you leverage it up so you can be able to load it yourself. It's best to get a truck, but some people have rented trucks from Home Depot just for 24 hours to do this. So this is really exciting. I want to share with you some results. One person said in the first 6 days, they made $500 flipping 4 couches. And then after that, the second week, they made $670 profit. And then the biggest flip that they had, I saw he posted last week, and in 8 days, he made $1,040 in profit. And one of these couches was the one that he got for free. It was huge sectional, and it was in great condition, this woman that was moving. And so he made an $800 profit on that couch. And just some other examples that I saw in some comments of YouTube videos. Appreciate you making this video. It came at the perfect time. I've had a bunch of expenses come up and needed some good ways to make money. I've already bought and sold my first 2 couches for a total of $250 profit, and I just stocked up on more. By the end of the week, I should have made $600 in my first week of this alone. Been renting a U-Haul open trailer since I don't have a truck anymore, but it's been working great so far. Only $25 for every 24 hours I need it. And this other person said, I started flipping after your first video, and I've already flipped. My profit is $600 currently. Thanks, my dude. And then this other person says, started flipping couches this week and made $1,300 so far. Super pumped. This is crazy. So couch flipping will obviously take some work and some hustle, but you could be your own boss and you can make some really good money as a side hustle, or again, even replace your full-time income. Thanks guys for sticking around until the end of this video. Let's continue the learning with this next video, how to make big money online as a broke beginner. Go ahead and click here. It's getting started right now.